Yo, W3 Anime. Welcome to the channel. We here, we streaming, scenes ready to go. What's up? Welcome. So, we have a couple of days before we're actually supposed to buy tickets for this con. We have exactly 4 more days before convention tickets gonna sell and hotels have to be booked. And all the fun, ridiculous stuff has to take place. So, we are here to stream talk about some things you guys might have missed, might not have seen, and we're going to answer some questions you guys might have because, next week's kind of the day you got to figure out if you're going to go, you're not going to go, you're going to get a ticket, you're not going to get a ticket, you want to stay with a friend, you don't want to stay with a friend. All that stuff has to be figured out next week. So that's what we're here for today. Tony Bears. All right, so let's get into the basics first of all. Are there any announcements besides tickets going to sell on Tuesday? Not many, but we will go over what they did announce just cause. But again, not many. There are not a lot of things that have been announced. There will not be a lot of things announced until after registration. After registration, now, certain things will start to come out slowly, and then everything will just be out at one time after a while there. So, with that being said, the light is not working right. It's being stupid. See if we can fix that before too many people get in here. There we go. Got it. Anyway, AMV competition is ready. So if you guys want to submit AMV competition, you can do that. That is now open for most people. So if you're into AMVs, you always wanted to do it yourself, you can submit. This is a big competition, and they hand out different awards in different categories. So there is an overall reward, but there are subcategory rewards as well. So AMV, if this is something you want to get into, something you might like, then cool. Check that out. Then we have this is literally just a commercial of what day one was last year. So if you guys have seen some AX videos from last year, that's kind of what this is. Just something to get you hyped to buying tickets. So that's all that is. And then every year they do these promos right here where they tell you how much bigger Anime Expo is going to be than the previous year. And that's what this is. It is literally just them trying to get you hyped and let you know that the con is going to be so much bigger this year. Like this year is going to be the year of all years that the con is going to be massive. So that's what they're letting you know. They're working on sets and all this stuff. Now, as you see this is not happening right now. Okay. This is clips of what it looked like last year. They won't be setting up anything for us until like literally 2 or 3 weeks beforehand. That's when setup begins. Maybe a week beforehand they try to bang all this stuff out. So just understand that. And other than that, we have the general registration prices. So 4-day is 155. Single day Thursday is 82. Now you guys know how I feel about single day tickets. If there's any chance whatsoever that you can go to more than one day at all, you do not buy a single day ticket. Always, always go for the 2-day ticket. If there is even the slightest chance that you can go more than one day, get the 4-day ticket, okay? But single day tickets are $82 for Thursday, $82 for Friday, 92 for Saturday. The reason it's higher on Saturday is the biggest premieres usually take place on Saturday. Friday does have stuff. Thursday is the lightest premiere day. Friday does have premieres. Saturday usually has like crazy premieres and concerts. And then you have Sunday, which is obviously the slowest day of the convention. Now, this last con, Sunday did have like one or two premieres on Sunday. So that was something different. So if you do want to do a single day ticket, these are your best options. Again, Saturday is the busiest, followed by Friday, Thursday, and Sunday. But if you feel like you can go to, if you have a chance to go at all to more than one day, just get the 4 day ticket. Okay, just get it. It's just so much better, so much simpler. Uh, Industry credential application is open. Other than that, dude, there's nothing really new that we're gonna get from this right now. This is not gonna happen. This time of year, we don't get a lot of this stuff. So, unfortunately, there's nothing to really talk about there. But what we are going to get into is I do know that some of you guys have Reddit questions that definitely need to be addressed because the con is next week. There are so many new questions. As the con gets closer, they always pop up. So we're going to see if there's anything new in Reddit that we need to address right now. Views about DDP from Japan. Should I expect a customs fee, tariffs, import fees, etc.? I'm hoping some recent experience from other U.S. buyers who have purchased items from Japan. In my situation, I bought an item from well reviewed in Japan before buying. They confirmed the eBay message it to be shipped. eBay checkout page also sold that to the quality. Yeah, so this has nothing to do with the con, but just in general, as someone who also has to order things from Japan now and China and everywhere. If you order from overseas, when you go pick up that item from whatever delivery person you sent it to, there is an additional customs fee that is charged for the tariff when you get that item. So yes, there will be an additional fee. It sucks, but there are additional fees that now have to be paid when you receive that item in the US. So yeah, just so you know. ALA, so people did go to ALA this weekend. The thing about ALA is we will have Chaz on tomorrow, I think is what we're shooting for. He's got some photos and some things that he can show us from ALA. So that's what we're shooting for next week. So not next week, sorry, tomorrow. And let's see. Discord. I've seen people mention the AX Discord a few times. Can anyone link it? If you guys don't have the link to the AX Discord, we've done it a couple times, but here it is again. The AX Discord link is very, very helpful. Actually, when we get done with this, I may show you guys how the AX Discord looks. Put up first last. We'll show you guys how the AX Discord looks so you guys know what it is. Now, there are two AX Discords, all right? So don't get it mixed up. There is the AX Discord and there's the 21 Plus Discord. All you guys can't go on the 21 Plus Discord, okay? That ain't for everybody. There are two Discords. Now, let's see. What else we got? So, because the con's not here yet, there's not a lot of stuff happening, and that's just the way it is. The closer we get to the con, the more things will happen. On Tuesday, it will be a flurry of events happening. I'm talking about room share pages dropping, ticket issues. It's going to be chaos. It's always insane. So, places to stay during Anime Expo. Hi from Las Vegas, planning to go to Anime Expo this year. With down hotels downtown LA. It's quite a sticker shock. Yes, okay. This is literally a straight up rundown of how the Expo hotel block works. So, let's explain how this works for everyone. If you want to stay at Anime Expo in downtown LA, you have you don't have limited options, but what you do have is it's very hard. Okay, that's the best way to describe this. It's very hard. Okay, so what happens is Anime Expo. If you go look at the hotel prices for downtown LA as we currently speak, um, and we might be able to see the AX hotel prices now, being that it's next week. We might actually have those, but if not, what we'll do is we'll try to find the prices from last year because sometimes you can do that. If you look at the hotels in LA Live right now, okay? Look at the hotels in LA Live right now, currently, bro. And this is they already got the con dates in here. So this is the hotel cost currently for the con hotel. Bro, that is 800 a night, 1100 a night, 642 a night. Um 369 a night. That's really high, but it's better than it was before. I was just say Burbank downtown. I know I put LA Live. Not sort recommended. We're gonna sort distance from landmark because I don't know why I did it that way. Here we go. So 800, 883, 369. 369 is not bad considering. 1098, 568, 15, 1173, 722. Bro, these prices are trash. Okay. 486 a night. Like, this is bad. And honestly, it gets worse. If you're like me and you want to stay extra days, which I do, sometimes that can increase the price or decrease. So, say you wanted to check into the hotel the day before the con and leave the day after the con. This is what you're looking at for prices right now. 682. We're looking at 682. We're looking at 747. We're looking at 370. Um, we're looking at 1037, 485, 1179, 675, 812, 1663, 473, 663. None of these prices are good, bro. Okay, like the best price up here is $370. And that is the best price up here. That's horrible. That is horrible. What up, Miracle Draws? Like, these prices, bro, are not good. So, what we're going to do is we're going to show you guys now what the price looks like if you get into the room block. First of all, we'll check the Anime Expo website to see if the hotel room block prices have dropped. Okay. I don't want that. I don't think they have, but there is a chance that the room prices for the block have dropped. So we're going to check because if they have, you guys will be able to see what we're dealing with. Um, so I'm not sure if this is this year's prices, but this is the booking link and stuff right here. You can't book yet. This will have a booking link on Tuesday. So Tuesday afternoon, 4 p.m. This will be there. Okay. Now I say 4 p.m. I'm on the East Coast. So 4 p.m. for me, hotel rooms become available. 1 p.m. on the West Coast, rooms become available. So this is the price right now. And again, I'm thinking these are the same prices. I don't think they've changed. I don't remember them changing the past 2 years. So I'm pretty sure these are the same prices. But this is distance. I like that they have the has a shuttle because that's something that I don't remember seeing before. But if it was there last year, I might have just missed it. But it's nice that they actually let you know what hotels have shuttles. You have the price, you have the distance from the convention center itself, and then you have if it has a shuttle or not. These are crazy. This is way too far, bro. Anything within A mile is good. A mile and a half is pushing it. Anything outside of a mile and a half, you want to try to avoid that. One, for safety reasons. Two, for travel. You just don't want to do it. You want to be as close to the con as you can. But these are the hotel costs. Now, this is one of the big boys. One of the top hotels to stay at, $232 a night. That's what I'm saying. This same hotel, I'm gonna see if I can find one that we can compare real quick for you guys. Residence 243, Line 243, East Central 244. Okay, so we just saw East Central at the beginning of this. East Central right now, bro, right now, it's $682. The Anime Expo gives it to you for 244. That's the difference in these hotel prices, dude. Like, you're talking about thousands of dollars that you will save booking through the Anime Expo website. JW Marriott, 254. I don't even remember seeing the Marriott on this list. That's because it's not. It's probably sold out already because they do that. So people like to book the Marriott early just because they want to have it. They'll book it at whatever price it is. And because of that, it's gone really, really fast. So we do have the AC here, the AC 1,179 a night. The AC hotel for the Anime Expo room block is $260 a night. This is why we book in the room block. So when someone says, what's the reason for waiting for the room block? It's this. You save thousands. Like this for 5 nights is going to cost you like 1,500. But the other way for 5 nights can cost you $6,841. That's the reason we book with the hotel block. So that's what that is. That's why we answered this question. Hey, book with the block if you can. It doesn't mean that you can't book other places. If you can book other places, go for it. But right now, I would suggest booking with the block if you can. JW, Marriott, and Ritz Carlson prices. For anyone to stay there, how much do you end up paying with the block? I'm thinking of staying 4 nights. 4 nights is going to run you somewhere between 12 and 1,500. Good lord, you always first last sometimes forget what the prices look like. Like in this process, it's bad. They're not good, bro. They're not good. So after parties, after parties 2026, there will be a list of parties. Okay, there'll be a list of parties. There'll be a list of concerts. It's not there yet. What hotel are you staying at? Also, could you explain how the badges get mailed to you and when? I can do both of those actually. I always try to stay at one of the big six. And what I mean by that are there are six major hotels. Seven if you account for there's one more pretty close by. I've never stayed there, but there are six big hotels. Yo, what up, Colorado? There are six big hotels that I always shoot for. Okay. This is your boy's own preference. I like to be in LA Live. Okay. I like to be right there where I can like walk. There are food trucks everywhere in LA Live. There are restaurants everywhere. All the weebs are there. All the pimps, everything's right there. So I like to be as close as possible personally. So when I travel to LA, I want to be right in LA Live. So there are only six hotels I shoot for. All right. That's me personally. Again, Courtyard Marriott. I will stay here. I've actually stayed in this building, but I stayed in a residence. I didn't stay in the courtyard part. If anyone wants to know the difference between the courtyard and the residence, even though they share a building, the residence has a full size kitchen and living room area. The courtyard is just like two double beds. So that's the difference between the two. Is when you stay at the residence, you do get a kitchen. Okay, so residence is dope. Out of all the hotels, me personally, I think the residence is the best. But courtyard, residence as well, since we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. I love the residence. That's always my go-to picks. I think I always bounce between JW residence first, and if I don't see one of those two, I'm shooting straight to AC. So we're going there next. But courtyard, residence, East Central, always a top tier hotel. If you can get East Central, it is literally across the street from LA Live. You literally cross the street and you walk directly into LA Live. It's right there. It's the same distance as the JW Marriott to the convention center. Nothing wrong with staying at East Central. And it's a little bit cheaper than some of the places, so East Central is solid. Then we got the JW Marriott. This is the golden child of Anime Expo. This is the one place that everyone wants to stay at. Don't get me wrong. The cafe downstairs, top tier. The room, very nice. The ability to walk out the back steps and be in LA Live now that Anime Expo has taken that area over, also top tier. It was great. It was really nice. I do think making some of the panel access a little bit harder has taken away from some of its luster, though. But JW Marriott, excellent hotel to stay at. The Moxie. The Moxie and AC stay in the same building, okay? They're both right across the street from the convention center, directly across the street. There is a little walk, though, if you want to go from the Moxie or the AC Hotel to LA Live. There is a little walk for that, okay? So just remember that. All the other hotels I've named, you pretty much can just walk straight into LA Live from those hotels. The AC and the Moxie, you do have to have a little hike for. So, personally speaking, this is one of the closest to the convention center, but farthest away from some of the bigger panels that happen at the JW Marriott. So, just remember that if you do try to stay at the AC or the Moxie. And the AC Hotel. The AC Hotel, bro. Best views. I mean, just look at this picture. I wish I was exaggerating when I say this. This is the exact view. The view look exactly like this from this hotel, bro. No bullshit. Like, they look exactly like this. The view is crazy. They have a rooftop balcony, a rooftop bar you can go out on, and it's panoramic all the way around the city. You can see everything. Like, it's dope. So, AC, best views by far. Most updated room, too. If you ask me, it's the most modern rooms out of all the hotels. Takes a bit getting used to. The bathroom is a little weird, but definitely the most modern hotel. The only flaw with the AC is weird though, because you come in through the back door, you have to go up the elevator to the 23rd floor, and then you go back down to whatever floor your room is on. So that's the only thing that's a little different. It's nice, but it is a little different. And the only other hotels that I would recommend possibly, Hotel Figueroa is supposed to be right there as well. I wouldn't pick it. I would stick with the first six I named, but it is close enough by that I would suggest Hotel Figueroa. Is definitely in line with the, like, location wise, it's in line with the same it's the Courtyard and the Residence, so it's solid. And then the Ritz, one of the most expensive Anime Expo hotels. This is probably the least modern out of all the hotels. And it's more of a posh hotel, if you will. It's nice, but it's definitely not the most updated hotel. So just remember that this hotel does share the building with the JW Marriott. So location wise, the Ritz is an excellent location. But if I have to pick JW, Residence, AC Hotel, Courtyard. If I can get it, I'm shooting for those four. Okay. I tell you guys to have a backup for a backup for a backup. Like, you need to pick your main hotel that you want to go for. Like, I'm in the thing, I'm hitting this button. That's the hotel I'm going for first. But you need a backup, and then a backup, and then a backup for that backup, because these rooms sell out fast. I'm not joking when I tell you, within the first 5 minutes, the 6 hotels I named will probably be gone. Like, it's that bad. I wish I was joking. It's that bad. Okay, so when it comes to the hotel, do I pay when I book into the hotel, like the day the convention starts? Yes. We are not charged for our rooms until we check into the hotel that day. So whatever day you arrive at the hotel, whether it's the first day of the con, if it's the day before the con, if it's the second day of the con, whatever day you go check into the hotel is when you actually pay. We do not pay a single penny before then. If you see a link, and this has happened, if you see a link trying to make you pay right now for that con, it's not the same. We do not pay anything for the hotel until we check in. So if anyone's trying to take money from you for the hotel room, that's not cool. You don't pay anything until you check in. All right. Remember this also. The hotels don't have our reservations when we reserve our rooms for the hotel block. I know that sounds weird, but if you see this thing right here, Anime Expo housing contact information done by Conference Direct. Conference Direct has our reservations. So when we book our room for whatever hotel it is, we book it and it goes to Conference Direct. Conference Direct does not send over our reservations until like a month before the con. They start checking everything in April, and then at like May or June, our reservations get sent over to the hotel. But your reservation doesn't go to the hotel until that point. So we're going to reserve our rooms with whatever hotel through Conference Direct, and they're going to hold our reservations and transfer them over like a month before the con. So you're not charged anything. You don't pay anybody money. You literally just give them a card number to hold your room on. Okay, but you're not charged anything up front. And how do badges get mailed to you? Okay, so when we purchase our badge on Tuesday, you're gonna put a shipping address. You're gonna put all your info in there. They're gonna give you two options. Option one, which they prefer, everyone's badge gets shipped to them. Unless you're out of country, then you have to pick up your badge on location. But if you're in the US or Canada, also, I believe, but for sure the US, if you're in the US, all badges get shipped out when you purchase them. And they send us a tracking number when badges get mailed out. But badges will not be mailed to you till almost May. It'll be like literally, if we're going to buy this badge on Tuesday, we won't get our badges shipped to us till sometime in May. Into April if we're lucky, but usually it's like May, first week of May or something like that. They send us the badge and they'll send you a tracking number and an email so that you can track your badge location. They also give us a cutoff date in March or April to verify your shipping address one more time before they mail this to you, because they do not want to mail it to the wrong location. And if they do, sometimes you're screwed and you have to either buy a replacement badge, which is like $150, $200 sometimes. I think it's 50. I don't want to exaggerate. I think it's $50 for a replacement, but you have to pay a fee to replace that. So the only time you don't pay a fee to replace it is if it went to the wrong place and it's never been activated. Like you've never logged in to do anything with it. But last year, our badges came pre-activated. So just pay attention to whatever address you put in for your shipping. Okay? Just a heads up on that. Shh. Pay attention. So the badges will ship out to you guys, but you won't see them shipped to you till almost May. And literally, once you put your badge information in, they'll verify it a couple times. They'll even send you emails in April to like, hey, please check your badge info to make sure it's correct before we ship it to you. Is there an age limit to book a hotel? So every state is different, bro. In my state, personally speaking, this is a weird question. And it's not because of you, Colorado. It's just a weird question because things are different in different states. In the state where I'm at, you have to be 21 in certain cities to book hotel rooms. In other states, you can be 18. I don't know. Let me Google that for you. We're going to see. Can you book a hotel room at 18 in LA? Okay, so major chains probably require 21. So let's be real about this. If you're trying to book with like the Marriott or JW Marriott, you're probably going to need to be 21 because they're going to want someone 21 or older in the room. because they know people party, they drink, especially for conventions. I would think, you know what? Let's check booking policy. Let's see if the booking policy actually has an age requirement. There's a benefit of having your own YouTube channel with a stream. We can check this. Depending on the hotel, you must be at least 18 or 21. Now, if we scroll down, we gonna come back to this real quick because this shit ain't never been real. Okay, we gonna come back to this one statement right here real quick. Well, let's go back down here. All right, so this is the Anime Expo chart. On this chart, it's supposed to tell us different things for different hotels, like different rules and stuff that have to be done, and check-ins and valets and all that stuff. So it was required to check in at these hotels. We're going to look at the 21s. So Hotel Indigo, 21. Intercontinental, 21. Kawada, 21. Level LA, 21. We want to check the main boys. We want to check the big ones. Let's just check the ones you guys really want to know about. AC, 18. Courtyard, 18. JW Marriott, 18. Okay, so yeah, all the big ones that looks like you can check in at 18. There are some a little further out that you do have to be 21. There's also one more thing I want to show you guys about this. This be lying sometimes, man. Okay, they got the parking thing up here, but let's go over here to. Oh, did they remove the category? Excessive cleaning deposit at check-in. Courtyard 250, East Central 350, JW Marriott 250, Residence 250, Ritz 250. All right, so this is where they lying to y'all. The cleaning deposit at the Courtyard is not 250, bro. At the Residence, it's not 250. At JW, it's not 250. These hotels charge a nightly deposit of $125 a night. Per night, bro. So if you're staying 4 nights, that's $600. If you're staying you're staying 4 nights, that is $500. If you're staying 5 nights, that is $625. So $650 basically. That's the deposit. So understand, while it does say we only charge this amount, they all got deposits, bro. Just remember that. All these hotels have nightly deposits. If you want to know how much it is, it's very easy to find out. You can call the hotel itself. You don't have to tell them you have a reservation. You can literally call the hotel and ask them how much their security parts, excuse me, how much their security deposit per night is, and they'll tell you. This is a big one. Okay, so reservations. Once you make your hotel reservation, you have until March 31st to cancel it. If you do not cancel your reservation by March 31st, if you're going to cancel, they will charge you $100 fee per room that is registered under your name. Now, you can reserve more than one hotel room, but you do have to have more than one person's ticket number. Like, you can put 2 rooms under your name, but the ticket number registration has to be registered to a different person. Like, every room has to have one person registered as that ticket holder. So just understand that. Now, here's the other thing that doesn't make sense. Due to the high demand for some of our participating hotels, reservations must be a 3-night minimum, and arrivals must be any 3 consecutive nights from Thursday to Saturday. What does this mean? This means there shouldn't be any Swiss cheese booking. Okay? That means you should have Thursday through Friday, Friday through Sunday, Saturday through Monday. You got to have 3-night minimums, okay? With that being said, this never works. Some of these hotels, you can stay Thursday night and Friday night, but you can't stay Saturday. Or you can stay Thursday and Saturday, but for some reason Friday sold out. And you can stay Friday and Sunday, but Thursday and Saturday is sold out. Like, it is the dumbest situation. And honestly, I wish they would just set it that if you wanted a hotel room, you are required to stay Thursday through Saturday. Period. Thursday through Saturday have to be in your reservation. Period. That way, there's no like little gaps here and there, and you're making people switch hotels just to be able to stay places. Like that's crazy, bro. Um, have your slow show clicks information confirmation number ready and put your show clicks number in the field. What it means is after we buy our tickets, copy your show clicks number because you'll receive a show clicks number from your ticket. You're going to need that number to reserve your room. And if you put the wrong hotel, or you put the wrong information in, ShowClicks will email you, hey, this ticket number is wrong. You have 48 hours to fix it. Otherwise, we're going to cancel your reservation. And they're really, hey, they give you time. They let you know ahead of time. So keep checking your email. If you put something in wrong, you got to fix it. That virtual line when we're waiting for badges preparation for the yeah, it's rough, man. So last year, I don't think you guys realized. I think you guys saw on my last stream that there were people who were number 15,000 in line waiting on a ticket. Like it got rough, man. It got rough. It was bad. Um, now let's go back here and see if there are any more questions that we can get into. Cosplay ideas. I'm not the cosplay brother. Eric is. He will be back and streaming soon. So you guys wait on that. He'll be posting again soon. What do the first and last day of the convention look like schedule wise? So the first day is filled with like opening ceremony stuff and a lot of studio panels. There are a couple premieres, but nothing heavy. There are no major premieres on the first day. Usually they reserve that for Friday and Saturday, mainly because the most people attend on Friday and Saturday because that's usually when people can get off of work. So Friday and Saturday are usually the biggest ones. The virtual line for tickets is bad, but the line for hotels was dumb. Agreed. It was so dumb. It was so dumb. Okay. I'm hoping that don't happen again. I'm hoping, bro, that that does not happen again because it was so dumb. I was lucky I got in and was able to get my room, but it was so dumb. Some of the panels on Friday on Thursday are pretty good. They just like Miracle Draw said, some of the panels are good. They're not bad panels on Thursday by any means, but they are the lower end of the panel scale if you want to believe that. Actually, let's see if we can pull up the old schedule. I can show you guys like an example of what it looked like. Where was the concert at with the glow sticks they showed in the clip from earlier? That was probably. Are you talking about on the X page? Because if you're talking about on the X page, then you're talking about probably. Um, if you're talking about this stuff, that's probably at LA Live at the what's that thing called in LA Live where they do all the concerts and stuff? The Nova? Is it the Nova? I can't remember what it's called right now. Miracle Draws can help me out if she remembers before I do. Crypto Arena definitely has concerts, and then I think they did. Oh, Peacock Theater. They did a lot of concerts at the Peacock Theater. So Peacock Theater was a concert area, and I think they did one or two things at Crypto Arena, but it was mainly the Peacock Theater is where they did the concert stuff last year. Yeah, it was Peacock Theater. Thank you, Miracle Draws. Okay, so here is the old schedule. This was what day one looked like, and I'm not disrespecting any of these panels. Yeah, or the Novo. Yeah. So Miracle Draws is she's thinking like I was. It was either the Peacock Theater or the Novo. It's one of those two. Um, this is what day one looked like last year. Okay, welcoming ceremony, and then you got some like you got some panels, but no super heavy hitters off top. You know what I mean? Like breaking into manga, Japanese textiles, anime beats that got canceled. Okay, so Crunchyroll morning premieres. Now, hear me out. The reason I would not say this was like the best panel was because a lot of the anime that they were premiering at this Crunchyroll morning premiered that day. So July 3rd is one of, I think you guys, I'll show you guys later when we do it because I do map it out for you guys. There's a difference between premiere, premiere, US premiere, and world premiere. A premiere is literally like, hey, we're dropping this also on our website right now. So you're watching a premiere of something that also dropped that day on Crunchyroll, High Dive, Hulu, whatever. The US premiere means we released this in Japan already, but we ain't released it over here. So some of us may have seen it already because we follow a lot of Japan stuff. But the people in the US hadn't seen it yet, so it's the first time we're showing it in the US. Then there is world premiere. That's what I look for. World premiere means this is the first time we showing this anywhere. Ain't nobody seen this. Don't nobody know nothing about it. You guys are gonna get the first look from everybody. That's what I look for. Is world premiere. So AX Crossing opened up. AX Crossing is dope. I really like AX Crossing. It's really cool, little food stall area, and it's open like till 1 a.m. or something like that. It's dope. Um, Rebooting the OG American anime, teleport to anime convention. As you guys can see, these are more developer fashion show voice panels. This is more of your I'm into other aspects of the anime versus premieres and concerts and stuff like that. Like this is what these are. Now this, as you guys see, world premiere was a world premiere. No one had ever seen this. It was the first time it was being shown to anybody in the world. Not just like US, it was the first time it was being shown, period. So this is something that we were doing. Peak Anime, Anime Jeopardy, album music. This is all first day stuff, okay? Special 2 episode premiere. Like this was all day one. As you guys see, there's some stuff in day one, but there's no heavy, crazy hitters. So day one is always filled with they know you're going to walk around the con more and get to know where things are more than actually be able to go through the panels. Like you're really going to be walking around, getting your bearings and checking things out. You're not necessarily going to be doing crazy amounts of panels day one because you're going to want to hit the dealer's room. You're going to want to hit the artist alley. You're going to want to see the beer garden. You're going to want to see um, overall LA Live. You want to see the cosplayers. There's a lot of stuff that takes place on day one. So you don't really get the major heavy hitters. Versus if we picked, this is Friday, Saturday. Saturday's crazy. Saturday's always crazy. Like if we go to Saturday, Saturday probably got some crazy premieres. Um, High Dive Summer Simulcast, concert, My Hero special event, cosplay guest, Persona 5 panel, world premiere, A Wild Last Boss appeared, world premiere again for Hell Teacher, May Cafe, One Punch Man season 3 panel was new, Netflix panel was new. Um, and we got Viz presents a bunch of Rooster Fight stuff. It was cool. It was a lot of stuff that happened. Um, Hypnosismic? I don't know. Whatever this is. There's a lot. Regular Ragnarok season 3 premiere. Dr. Stone premiere. Like it was stacked. Like Saturday Tokenaki premiere. This was all last year. This is just one day. Gintama class premiere. Like this was Saturday was a lot of stuff happening. New Panty and Stocking, Dark Horse manga, Panda Day and panel, Crunchyroll industry panel. Like this was all stuff. Follow the Night Season 2, VTuber panel, Dr. Conan movie, Studio Trigger panel. That is a championship wrestling fight for some reason. Idol Summer Escape was literally just a concert. Um, this was all stuff happening on Saturday, bro. Saturday was stacked last year. Dang, I never even read the free volume of Rooster Fighter they gave me. That's another thing we need to talk about. I think you guys understand how much free stuff we get at this con. Like the amount of free stuff we get at Anime Expo is ridiculous, bro. We get free manga books. What up, Yuki? We get free manga books. We get free hats sometimes. We got fans, posters. We got free bags. We get free toys. We get pins. We get all kinds of stuff for free for no reason. You get so much stuff at Anime Expo for free, you literally find yourself turning down stuff. Like, bro, I can't have it. I just don't have the room. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's that much free stuff that is just given to you for walking down the aisle. Bro, you just walk down the aisles and there are people just handing you free stuff for no reason. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. Let's see. This is a little too political. We're going to get away from that right now. I'm not dealing with that. 4-day registration prices for everyone. If you guys didn't see earlier, 4-day price was 155. Thursday ticket was 82. Friday ticket was 82. Saturday ticket is 92, and Sunday is 77. If you do have the ability to go all 4 days, just do that. If you're gonna go more than one day, definitely buy the 4-day ticket. I'm chilling, and you getting everybody prep, bruh. Getting everybody prep, Yuki. I saw you. I subbed to your new channel, so shout out Yuki. He just started a new YouTube channel. Um, and bruh, same. Just trying to get it done. Same at Comic Cat, and they're all up in your face, giving you free posters and stuff. Yeah, these cons give you free stuff. It's not like some of the other cons where you're just walking around and somebody's like, "Hey, here's a little card to remember us." No, they give you free stuff like crazy. It's way too much stuff. I can't count the amount of free things we got last year. Anyone in Central California area like San Juan or Bay Area planning on going to AX? Are they trying to? Oh, they're just trying to find somebody to hang out with. I'll tell you guys right now, the Anime Expo Discord is like legit somewhere to find people to hang out with. If you're looking for people to hang out with, it's the AX Discord. Let's see if we can get that pulled up. Okay. Don't switch audio. Let's go. This is the AB3 anime server. As you guys can see, Yuki's in there and stuff. If you guys ever want to join the AB3 anime server, it is a quick way to reach your boy directly. Me and Chaz are setting up for him to come on tomorrow and show us you guys some ALA stuff. Now, cannot show you guys the Anime Expo 21 Plus, but if you are 21 plus, there is an Anime Expo server just for that. Just understand there are mature categories in there. There's some categories in the 21 plus. Those who are members, I know Yuki's in the 21 plus too. Those who are in there know that's a different type of server. Okay, it's a more fun server, if you will. Let's just put it that way. But if you can join the Anime Expo server, which I do recommend, for people like Dorado, if you get a chance, Mr. J-Way, if you get a chance, you guys join the Anime Expo Discord server. It's broken down into a lot of subcategories that are very helpful, especially the closer we get to the con. And while we're at the con, you have a general discussion where people just talk about any random shit they can think of that day. So that's what the general discussion is. I don't know what General Yup is. It just feels like they added a whole new category again for no reason. They do this. This is just what they do. Eric's discussion is literally what it sounds like. This is where people discuss Anime Expo. They discuss tickets, they discuss panels, they discuss what's happening. This will also let you know if you're in the AX discussion group or even if you're in the general group, which is consistently upgraded. They will tell you though, also like if a panel is canceled, Discord will post in there like, yo, just heard this panel's canceled. They'll tell you like, yo, line is crazy long over here. Go, yo, there's a food truck over there if you want food. If you're looking for someone to hang out with, meetups and events. Literally, you could post a message in here like, yo, is anybody hungry? And someone will respond to you to meet you to go get food because that's what it is. If you're looking for a roommate for Anime Expo, this is where a lot of people are going to end up at. Okay, because the room share category is not open yet, but it will be. This is for people who are looking for roommates. You're either looking for a roommate or you're offering space to someone else because you're either way you're looking for a roommate. You either post that you have a room or you post that you're looking for a room. And then you're able to connect with other people who are looking to split the cost and stuff like that. That's what the room share is. Merch discussion. Literally, people share merch with each other. You'll have people in this category specifically asking each other, like, yo, can you grab this figure for me? I'll send you the money. Can you do? So that happens a lot, by the way. Be careful with that. There are stories of people buying merch for other people and having to hold on to that merch for 2 days to give it to that person. Or there are stories of people buying merch for people and them never sending them the money. Or reverse of that, people sending the money or you sending someone money and then never going to buy the item. So just be aware of that. This is not a law enforcement division kind of thing. This is not a police force. You send somebody your money to go buy you a figure and they don't do it. Well, that's on you. Understand who you're dealing with. Make sure you are comfortable with whoever that is. If you decide to do that, I wouldn't do it. I don't recommend you do it, but people do it. Autograph section, exactly what it sounds like. People talk about where to get the autograph, who's there, how do you get there, the cost for everything. They'll trade autographs, that kind of stuff. Dude, I forgot to tell you about the weird incident I saw at South Hall outside the exhibit hall last year. Bro, Miracle Joel's got some tea? What you got? What you talking about? What happened? Um, Foxy sell and trade. Foxy sell and trade is exactly what I'm talking about. You have people buying and selling and trading different things here. Artist Alley info. This is where people will tell you where specific artists are in the alley, how to find things. Other discussions down here as well. So it's a generally big server. A lot of people in this. A couple thousand people are in this server. Okay, but this is a good tool to use for Anime Expo if you're trying to find info, if you're trying to just figure some things out. This is definitely a good source of info. I don't know. Let me hold on. Let me see what I can actually show for that other one. I don't know if it's much. The opening page on the 21 plus category is rough. Okay, we'll show up until here because after that category, it gets a little rough. Okay, so I'll show you these categories and then we'll scroll up. So these are some of the Anime Expo 21 plus. You have to be 21 plus to get into the server. But music, TV, food porn, selfies, on chat, just like everything else. Promote your stuff. That's one thing you can do in here that you can't do in the regular AX Discord if you want to promote stuff. General, deep convo, con hall. Who are you? LA locals, buy, sell, trade. They have a party server in here as well. But then they have other categories at the very bottom of this that is no way in hell I'm a show because I'm not. You losing my YouTube channel for none of y'all. Um, yo, what's the hotel with the full kitchen suite? That is the Residence Inn. That's the Residence Inn. Okay. When walking out of the hall, I saw a guy following the other guy try to grab his merch out of his arms. I think what you said happened, like the guy got scammed or something. Yeah, that'll happen. These people will literally take your money and they'll literally take your stuff. They'll get the money from you and then they'll try to take it, bro. It's bad. Like don't do that. If you can avoid giving someone your money for something, just avoid it. Yuki, the hotel you're talking about is the Residence Inn, fam. It is a full kitchen. If you can get the Residence Inn, personally speaking, get the Residence Inn. All right. If it's up to me, if I could get it, I would get it. I would recommend that for anybody. Okay? Like get the residence in if you can get it. That would be this one right here. This hotel literally has a full size kitchen. So if you want to save money by cooking your own food, it's one of the few hotels that have a microwave, has an oven, has a refrigerator, full size sink, bar counter and stuff. Like it's a really, really nice hotel. So if you can save money in any kind of way, Residence Inn is definitely a good option, bro. So if you can save money and if you can get in, but understand it's part of big three. Okay. Just like everything else, there are a big three when it comes to hotels for Anime Expo. JW, Courtyard, Residence Inn. Those are the first three hotels that every single convention goer goes to. I just need to cook my own breakfast. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. If you can save the money, do it. But those three hotels are by far the biggest ones that everyone goes to. So just understand if you're shooting for the residence, it is a very popular hotel, bro. Very popular hotel. So bear with me with that. All right. Just understand it is a really popular hotel. A lot of people will be shooting for it. Okay. Now, with that being said, I think that's all the questions for tonight. Yeah, we don't went over that stuff. We done check some stuff out. We getting there, man. We got a couple more days before some shit go left. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. We got a couple more days before some things go left, and everybody is either complaining or very happy. When I tell you they sold out last year in 5 minutes or 6 minutes, they were gone. I'm not exaggerating. Do you like the JW rooms? Yes. I think I liked it. I thought it was dope. They're nice rooms. The only thing I will say after being in them for the second time, they are actually, in my opinion, the smallest of the three rooms I've stayed at. Like the three hotels I've consistently stayed at, I think they're like the smallest room, and they don't have a microwave. So just remember that too. There's no hotel microwave for them. AC Hotel is good. Um, Someone gonna leak the hotel booking code? Yeah, they always do. I took off Tuesday. My mind is gonna be all be set on AX all day. Exactly. And we will live stream Tuesday, guys. We will be here. I'll probably hop on somewhere around 2:30. Because hotels, not hotels, excuse me. The tickets will go on sale at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. So that's when your boy will probably be on. And 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. East Coast. Okay, so we'll probably be on. We'll be live streaming, just like last year. We'll go through the whole process together. We're gonna deal with the bullshit together, fam. Okay, we're gonna get this straight. I got to make some money before then, but we're gonna deal with this together. Okay, got things to take care of, but we got this. JW is great. Just the smallest rooms I've seen so far, and no micro. So it wasn't just me. Eric thought the same thing because we've stayed at multiple hotels at this point. The JW, out of them, great location, great lobby, everything, good hotel, good bed, everything. Bro, it's the smallest though out of the rooms I stayed at. Like Courtyard's bigger, Residence is bigger, AC is bigger. AC hotel rooms were really big, actually. I will give them that. Residence and AC had the biggest rooms I've stayed in. I will say though, I think the AC hotel was longer at points, but also thinner at points. It was weird. First Last can maybe back me up. Was the AC hotel thin? Like it felt like it was long as hell, like with wise, but like felt like it was a thin room too. I don't know what Little Tokyo is like. It seemed average. Yeah, it seems like yo. So contrary to belief, it's probably the most basic hotel out of the group. excuse me. It's probably the most basic hotel out of the group. When you look at everything, like I would say the AC was really modern, and it was the bathroom was weird. The bathroom was weird. It's not. How do I say this? It's one of those. It's an all glass bathroom, bro, and the door doesn't go all the way up to the top. It's like open. It's crazy. There are very select hotels that do the wristband thing. Okay, not every hotel does the wristband. There were a ton that, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, JW didn't do the wristband. AC didn't do the wristband. There's a lot of hotels that don't do the wristband. So some hotels have very few that do. The wristband policy is because there's so many attendees and so many people in downtown LA at that time, they give you a wristband that lets them know that you're actually staying at the hotel. Okay? That lets them know that you actually have a room at the hotel and you're not just a guest stopping by. But majority of the hotels don't use the wristband. I thought it was neat though. Nah, that's a little wild. That's a little wild. I didn't like it, bro. I didn't like it. All the hotels have a fridge. Most are mini fridges. Yeah, most have a mini fridge. I think the first time we stayed at the JW, Eric had bought like this huge amount of Chinese food. He didn't get to finish it, and he was like, "Yo, I'll just microwave it." And we realized immediately they didn't have a microwave in the room. But that's most hotel rooms now. When you go to most modern hotel rooms, they don't have microwaves anymore. They're gone now. Or they have ants. Different story for a different day. Different story for a different day. It's fucking crazy, bro. It's fucking crazy. Ah. Anyway, so we're getting ready to hop off of here. We're getting ready to do some other things. Um, First Last is chilling, so I'm gonna hang out with First Last. You want to say hi? You just waving in spirit. Okay. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys are good. Have a good night, and we will be back on probably for sure Monday. I got a lot going on this weekend. I got to make a couple $100 really quickly. So, a lot going on. It's got some things to do, but we'll be back on Monday night, and we will definitely be back on Tuesday. Monday stream though will probably be early afternoon. If I had to guess, I'm probably going to do. If I'm streaming Monday, it will probably be about 7 or 8 p.m. It'll be like an hour long stream, and I'm probably gonna hop off because Tuesday stream is going to be pretty long. I think last year when we did the Anime Expo stream on Tuesday, we for Anime Expo Day, it was like a 2 hour, 2.5 hour stream. It was a very long stream that we did. So we go get ready for that. So you guys have a good night. Hope to see you guys later. As always, we appreciate you.